How do you find the best property deals? Where are all these below market value property deals, and how on earth do you find them? Now, first and foremost, below market value has nothing to do with asking price. So make sure you understand below market value is a discount on the true market value, not the asking price. An asking price can be set by the vendor, the agent, combination of the two, ultimately, and it can be optimistic. And prices do get reduced all the time, and sometimes they're just overpriced. So bear in mind, value is different from price. And if you understand that, you need to know how you can lock in the best discounts to get the best below market value property deals. Now, there is a whole bunch of different strategies, ways of finding below market value property deals. You can drop leaflets through people's doors. You can write letters to sellers who are looking to sell properties. You can advertise online, Google, Facebook ads, this kind of thing, to try and find people directly who you'll be looking to buy properties from. I mean, hey, you can even buy a property on Gumtree and eBay these days. But in my experience, having bought over 40 properties, what I found personally to be the best way, the tried and tested and true way of buying below market value property deals, is actually through estate agents. Now, estate agents, of course, the only problem with buying through them is that a lot of people see what properties they are advertising as well. They are on the open market, they're on the likes of Rightmove, Zoopla, so everyone can see them. So how the hell can you buy them cheap when everyone else gets a chance to look at them? Now, there's a couple of things that you need to consider if you're looking to be successful buying and selling properties. First and foremost, you need to understand that your success is dependent largely, at least partly, on being a numbers game. So the more properties you see, the more agents you speak to, the more success that you're going to have ultimately. It is a numbers game. Now, the great thing about using agents is it's free. It's just your time and a phone call to go out and actually network and build a relationship with an estate agent who could find you a great deal. So it's just a case of your time. It doesn't cost you any money. Other strategies like leaflets, like online advertising, of course, cost you money, and there's no guarantee you'll get it back. So especially when you're starting out in property, the best way is finding agents and dealing with them. So it's free and there's loads of them, which is great. Also, agents, the great thing about it is when you build a good relationship with them and they can find you deals, in my experience, they'll often find you several deals. I get several deals from the same agents over and over again. Why does that happen? Why would I get deals, and how can you be in that position of getting good deals time and time again? It's quite simple. First and foremost, you're building a reputation as a developer in the local area, as someone who can move quickly on a property purchase and do what it is that you say you're going to do. So that's a quick purchase. It's hassle-free. Ultimately, you can move quickly and get the job done. Now, why does that matter? Because first and foremost, it's not just about the amount of money that is important to everyone. The amount of money they can get on their property sale, that's the most important thing for everyone. It is for a lot of people, it is for the majority of people, but not for everyone. You are relying on the exception to the rule. So in some cases, people want to sell quickly, and if you can be in a position to move quickly, you can be an attractive buyer. In some cases, I've had offers accepted when there's been other offers on the table higher than mine, because I was in a position to move quickly and a position to solve a problem. So in some cases, sellers just want to get rid of a property. They're not viewing it in the same way that you do. As a property developer or aspiring property developer, you'll see a property as an asset, and not everyone else does. Some people think it's a problem. They've just inherited a property that's derelict, that needs a bunch of work. They don't know anyone to do the refurbishment, or they might not be able to afford to do the refurbishment, and they just want to get rid of the damn thing before it costs them any more money. That's a problem. So essentially, that can be an opportunity for you to get a property at the right price. They're not holding out for the most amount of money. They just want to get rid of that property quickly. It doesn't mean that just because a property needs work and it needs refurb that you'll get it cheap. Not at all. But in some cases, you can, if they're looking for that quick sell. If they see the property as a problem and they're not willing to wait to get its true maximum market value. And arguably, if they've inherited it, For them, if they're going to just get 200k today, that might be better than waiting out in the future to try and get a little bit more, but they might not get it and they don't know when they'll get it. So for them, 200 grand in the bank quickly is still pretty attractive. There's loads of other situations where people might be looking to sell quickly. For instance, they might be going through financial problems. They need a quick sell to get rid of that problem. They might be emigrating. They might be going through a divorce. There could be a whole bunch of things where they think, do you know what? I'm not holding out for the most amount. I just want this problem gone. I want this solved. So you're relying on the exception to the rule. So it's very much a numbers game when it comes to property. The more people you speak to, the more opportunities you'll ultimately find to find deals at the right price that works for you. And you put your offer forward, it either works for them or it doesn't. So you understand the true market value of the property, you're working backwards, what's your refurb cost going to be, what are your true buying and selling costs going to be. This is where my offer works for me. If they don't want it, that's absolutely fine. Most people will be saying no, and you'll be getting used to hearing that because it's a numbers game. If it wasn't and it was easy, everyone would be doing it. The reality is it takes some time and effort, and that's really what you're risking in the process, is your time to go out and speak to the agent, view the property that might not lead to anything. And the second thing you've really got to be aware of when it comes to finding great deals for agents is the aspect of timing, the good timing. Because if you've gone out there, you've done your viewings, it may or may not go through for whatever reason, but things change. When you put the offer forward initially, you might hear no, and you want to hear no, because the last thing you want to do is offer and get it accepted straight away, because you'll be kicking yourself that you should have gone in lower. But realistically, you'll hear no. And that no can become a yes, either a little while later, a few days later, when they realize that you're not going to increase your offer anymore for what you're happy offering, or things change when there's a problem. So for instance, not every purchase, or not every property sale rather, is going to go through without a problem. You might put an offer forward on a property that gets rejected. A month later, they might have gone with another buyer, but that buyer tried to get a survey in the property and there was a problem. So maybe there's a structural problem with the property, maybe there's a problem with the roof, maybe there was damp problems, maybe there was something that meant that property was not in a mortgageable condition. So guess what? That no that you've had recently or before might become a yes, because that seller's thinking, well, this property is no longer mortgageable, I'm not in a position to be able to sell it. And if you as an investor can position yourself as a cash buyer, so that means using private finance, so borrowing money from other people, funding it yourself if you're a cash buyer, or using bridging finance, so you're in a position to move quickly, more quickly than you could with a mortgage, then you can ultimately swoop in and that offer might now be accepted because the property is not mortgageable. So there's been a problem. And sometimes it doesn't have to even be as extreme as that. You might find the offer that you got rejected becomes accepted if the seller had a previous buyer that just messed them around and took too long, and they think, oh, sod this, I just want to get rid of this now. Maybe it's fallen out a couple of times. They've had a couple of buyers that have messed them around for whatever reason, or a buyer that's changed their mind, or there's a whole bunch of different things. Time changes the motivation or the level of motivation for a seller. So when you're finding deals that are genuinely below market value, you'll typically need some kind of motivation to be able to get it at a price that works for you. And whether that's, in my previous example, something like a divorce, or something like immigration, or something like financial problems, something like that can create that motivation. Sometimes it's just they've had enough and they want to get rid of it. So timing is crucial, and to capitalize on timing, you are not waiting for agents to call you. You are ultimately going out and chasing them and reviewing the offers that you've put out, because that no can become a yes over time. So it's very much a numbers game, and it's about good timing. So hopefully that's useful. If you want to go out and find below market value property deals, agents are free. There's loads of them. And if you can build a reputation in your local area as a trusted buyer, you will find good deals eventually. Hopefully that's useful for you, and you will see me again in the next one. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and thanks for watching.